$1 a mile for it though.
That's what you shoot for?
I shoot. If I haul a hot dog bun for you, I get $1 a mile. This was 700 for 888 miles. That's 900 for 900 miles. Stupid me picked up some aluminum because I could fit it next to my trailer.
That helps out.
No, it's. Is my wheel straight? You can't see it.
No more.
Where do I gotta go?
Straight.
That's straight?
Straight.
Alright, but I gotta come up this. It's barely good taking up the road. All right, we are unloaded. So what we're gonna do now is there's a Love's about 30 minutes up the road from here. Look how that thing has my trailer twisted. I don't know if that's gonna show up on the camera. Definitely has it twisted some. I may try to scoot it over with a 4x4 when we stop. Center it up. We couldn't find anything on the boards. There were some Saturday loads. They were too far away, too far to drop, and didn't pay enough. So I was like, why even hassle with it, you know? So anyways, let's go to Love's. They've got internet. We'll be able to Netflix and chill. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but our the hotspot that we use sent out a email saying that they were no longer using AT&T towers, that we would have to switch over to Sprint towers. It was Sprint or something else, wasn't it? It was an option of two different towers.
No, Sprint and T-Mobile.
Sprint and T-Mobile?
But they're merged. So.
Anyways, we never gave them notification, so they didn't send us a new SIM card. And then we went out on the road and we tried to use the internet and we're like, what the heck's going on? So anyways, all right, it's Monday morning. We got our 34 done. There was a load on the board. I don't know if I talked to you guys about it. She tried, it was the one where we had to fill out the carrier packet before she would even tell us a rate. Well, I was thinking I would email her today and be like, look, we're like 45 minutes away from there. We can pick it up and have it dropped the same day, thinking that they needed it picked up today. But then I set the load board for today and tomorrow, and she's got it listed for both days. And that's what you got to kind of look at. If they have it listed for more than one day, then they're obviously not in a big hurry to get it moved. So they'll let it sit on the board till some schmuck takes the load. But another thing I want to talk about was the truck that was parked next to mine. It was a 2017, and he first words out of his mouth was, has your fuel pump gone out yet? And I'm like, that's a weird fucking question. And I'm like, no, why? He's like, because there's a kit you need to buy before it goes out. And I'm like, what do you mean? It's got a CP4. It's got a CP4 fuel pump made by Bosch. These come with it, the Dodge comes with it, and the Chevys come with it. So don't just think it's a Ford, Chevy, Dodge, whatever, my wiener's longer than your wiener kind of thing. It's Bosch's CP4 fuel pump. So if your truck has a CP4 fuel pump, there's a kit that you're going to want to buy that is going to basically reroute the fuel from the pump back to, this is how I understand it, reroutes it from the pump back to the filter before it goes back into the injectors or something. I think I caught mine on sale last night for like $250, and you can get them anywhere from $250 up to $500. I think they all do the same thing. Anyways, without that, when the pump fails, it sends metal shrapnel. Look at my hair. It sends metal shrapnel in through your injectors and all that other stuff, and it said it cost him $10,000 from Ford to get his truck fixed. So if I remember, I'll throw a link down in the description. Yeah, I don't know, that's this doesn't cause the pump not to fail. All this does is, when it does fail, and it will fail because we all know everything fails in life, it won't send the shrapnel through your fuel system. So good morning. All right, we're gonna eat some breakfast. We'll check on the board a couple hours maybe, and then we're gonna hit the road. Well, while I was eating breakfast, I jumped on the boards and was looking, and there was a load going from Milwaukee, Wisconsin up to Minnesota somewhere. I can't remember where now. I think it's gonna end up costing us
$10. We have to deadhead back because right now we're west of Milwaukee, so we have to head back east of Milwaukee. Pick this piece up. It's supposed to be 20 feet, 2,000 pounds. I don't have 20 feet on the back. I have about 18 feet behind the tank. But the dimension she gave me is it's 3 pieces that are about 10 feet long and 3.5 feet wide. So we can slide, we can put 2 behind the tank and we can slide 1 right up beside the tank. So that's the plan there. We're about an hour and a half from Milwaukee now. So we'll pick that up and then we'll drop the tank and then we'll run up. I know it's more northern Minnesota than where we're dropping the tank.
Yeah.
So hopefully that helps out my mileage. I haven't sat down and figured it out, but I'm hoping, since it's gonna end up being like $2 and something a mile on top of this, hopefully it helps it out. I hope.
There we have liftoff. Drop it down. I gotta, yeah. Gotta come down on that winch a little bit. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go up with the whole arm.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you will.
You guys want to buy a truck and trailer? Feed on this other side, I think. Yeah. Right here.
So they don't have the tires they said they had. They told me they had 14 plies here. And the guy put a tire on and rolled it up to the trailer. And I got to looking at it, and it's the wrong size tire. And then I get to looking, and they put a 5-ply tire on the rim when they told me it was going to be a 14. So now they can't seem to find the 14, so they're going to give me a 12. If I wouldn't have caught that tire would have lasted any time. We are in Hibbing, Minnesota. We just dropped those black metal walkways. I found this 30 miles down the road. Somewhere in Bedford Park, Illinois. It's supposed to be like 530 got 500 for 63,000 pounds. Now this guy's killing it. It's 60,000 pounds. So we just on the phone for him now, and then called on another load. So they were offering 500 for 433 miles. So TKO popped it up. I'm like, wait a second. So this is a bid. So I called TQL who was honest about it. It's amazing. They're like, well, yeah, this is a bid. I was like, oh, okay, because I'm honestly ready to just drop this thing, drive home, sell this truck and trailer, done with this shit. I'm so fed up. Crooked ass brokers in this bullshit industry. It's bullshit. Well, we are at a TA. I have no idea where. God, my butt is still wet. When we met Fred, the other guy with the air conditioner in his truck, it was pouring rain, and that was like 4 hours ago, and I'm still soaked. Anyways, I had it all planned out when I stopped there to get fuel. I had just enough time to take my 30-minute break and then drive to a pilot that I had punched in. And I ended up leaving 2 minutes too early, so it didn't reset my brake for me. Therefore, we ran out of time. In order to make it to the pilot, we had to take our 30-minute break. But if we would have took another 30-minute break, then we would have ran out of time. So I'm kind of parked like an asshole here with my tail sticking out like this. But all the spots that are left here, this is a TA, all the spots that are left are reserved, so that's kind of screwed up. Oh, TAs have the most reserved spots, like their whole freaking parking lot's reserved. Anyways, so I guess you can see we ended up taking the motor. I didn't want to, but I don't even know what to say anymore. So we got on the load board, and I found it's one jet ski on a jet ski trailer, 1,200 pounds. What'd they say? It was like 6 feet long. Going to, it's like 12 miles from Las Vegas, Nevada, paying $2,200 on 1,800 miles for one jet ski. So that'll get me kind of, because I'm not going to make it to my son's graduation. He's already given my tickets away. Even if I flew home, I couldn't go see him. They're going to have to sit in stands, and everybody has to sit 6 feet apart. So that's a no-go. So I was like, screw it. If I can get out west and do my interview, then that's what we'll do. So that's the plan. I've called on a forklift that's going right, what was it, Oakley, Utah, which is like 30 miles from Salt Lake City. But that one will probably end up dropping the weekend or Monday. We haven't got that load yet. And then we'll run down, maybe stay the weekend at my brother's. Run down to I can't even remember where it's called. I know it's by Las Vegas, and then try to come back up to Utah, do the job interview, and then go from there back home. We still haven't filed our taxes, so all that time I sat at home, I should have been going through all my tax paperwork, and I was just being a lazy. I hate paperwork. I hate it. I would rather pump out a porta potty than have to sit there and do paperwork. And you guys are probably saying, well, your new job, you're going to be doing a lot of paperwork. Not really. There's not a lot of paperwork with it. So anyways, we're here. It's like 8:30 at night. We're going to go see what they have to eat, because all of our food is frozen, and we ate all of our bag food. We haven't been by a Walmart, so we'll run up here, see what they got, and see you later. Well, good morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm feeling a little bit better today. I was super depressed yesterday. I'm a little worried about taking that jet ski, I'm not gonna lie, and going out to Nevada. Honestly, mostly because I'm afraid of getting stuck out west again. Of course, we have a 40-foot trailer now, and that was the whole reason I cut my big Tex up, is so if we went back out west, we could hopefully find a load out of there back. But I just basically want to say this industry, maybe hot shotting in general, is like being hooked on drugs, if you think about it. You're always chasing that high, and the high is that next great paying load. But that next great paying load depends on what's happening around in the world, not depending on how hard you work. It doesn't matter how hard you look at those load boards. You can look at them really hard. That doesn't mean that you're going to find a good load. If you're living off the load boards, it's not going to work, because those brokers are there to make money for them, not to make money for you. So if you think you can make money off of the load boards and the load boards alone, you're mistaken. And you might get lucky and find a couple of direct shippers, which is great. And I forgot my wallet in the truck. Hopefully it locks it. But it's super hard to go to a manufacturer with a non-CDL setup. And I've seen a lot of people in my live yesterday talking about, oh, just get your CDL, go buy you another truck. I should have just done it from the beginning, honestly, because investing into another truck and another trailer is another risk. You don't know if it's going to get any better, honestly, and I don't know that I'm ready to take that risk, and I don't know that it's worth it. So going deeper into debt to chase the dollar, I don't think is always the right thing to do. When you talk to all the truck drivers around you, and all of them are complaining about the same thing, there's a reason they're lined up in Washington about the rates. And they're all big trucks, they're not hot shots, so think about that.